This is the Vaughn Complex. I got the homie Tone Bell, man. What's good, man?
Hey, ain't nothing, man.
Got the beard popping. I like the look, man.
Yeah, man. Appreciate that. You know, trying to keep it consistent.
Tone been working out, man. It's like
I just wear small shirts. I literally went from large to medium just so it could, because I don't like the gym, man. I don't like that membership is like.
Yeah. I was at 24 Hour Fitness and it was cool. Yeah, I like it.
I mean, I'm not that routine of like every day, like, because it makes you eat. You have to spend money to work out, and then it makes you eat more. Your metabolism speeds up. You got to eat. So I feel like I'm going to be spending more money.
Yeah.
If and I'm a drinker. I just count calories so I can keep drinking. And wear smaller shirts. It's the same thing.
Smaller shirts.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, I feel like I'm skinny, but I don't have like Tone is kind of chiseled, dude. You know what I mean? Pause on that. You know, he kind of got the chiseled look to him. And whereas though I'm slim, but I got softness to it.
you got that like that memory foam?
Yeah, I got the memory foam, dude. It's like I feel like to get that chiseledness, it kind of have to be in your genes a little bit.
Well, my dad always I have broad shoulders, but
right.
What's funny is I think people think that up under shirts they're going like I've seen a chick be surprised that I don't have muscle.
What, are you serious?
I've seen a girl go. I thought it was gonna be different.
Wow.
Yeah, but I appreciate the thought.
Yeah.
Like it looks like I might,
Yeah. Well, I mean, the look is working, man. So keep it going, bro.
Appreciate it.
LA is going well for Tone. He's on a couple shows. He pulled up in the Benz,
It's 2000.
Hey, I just see the Benz key on my counter, and I'm like, this dude is getting it in out now.
It's a 2000. I just got it back at the shop yesterday. Just having issues. The digital read don't work. Like, how many miles is on that? I'm like, I literally don't know. Like it don't work.
You got the Uncle Phil Benz.
The old
Fresh Prince.
The one he let Will and Carlton borrow to go to Palm Springs. Remember that episode?
Yeah, to go to Palm Springs.
And then went to jail. That's what he was like. He had to do the pirate with the one eye.
So is it one of those things? Like obviously.
Nobody remembers that episode. Okay.
Obviously, Tone can afford a new car, but you're like, yo, I want to ride this till the wheels fall off.
You know what was funny is like I realized when I did my taxes, I realized I was in a different tax bracket.
Right.
I was like, I realized that on paper, I'm now affluent.
Right.
Like on paper, I've made it on paper.
Right.
But after taxes and commissions, like I'm not doing not as even roughly what I thought I was. And I mean, I don't spend money really.
Yeah.
Only like bars and stuff, but like
and shirts.
Yeah, mediums. But man, like it's going all right. I mean, I got my own apartment now.
Okay. Congrats on that, man.
Which is like being 30 and having an apartment.
You got the washer dryer.
I don't have, but I take it to a dude.
Okay.
I have a launder.
Okay.
I launder it and I take it, I drop it off. He calls me, hey man, like you suck.
Yes. Wow, really?
Yeah. Wash and fold.
I didn't know that.
It's like you don't have to buy detergent. You ain't got to fold. Like it's convenient. So I spend like $20 every 3 weeks.
I never heard of anyone doing that, dropping their clothes off and then
it's folding. You like the detergent that you like. They do it with that and then they give it back to you.
So is he just like a regular looking dude or like?
No, he always yeah. He don't wear tuxedo or that. You buy cargo shorts.
Cargo shorts. You got the flip flops.
Yeah, like you just relaxing, man. He's relaxing.
So is it like you're driving off to his house or?
No, he's a laundromat.
Oh, because I'm thinking you're taking it to somebody's crib.
No, that probably will work too. But like if you go to the laundromat and it's packed,
right,
and it's gonna take you at least an hour and a half, 2 hours to like do your clothes. So it's like I get other errands done, I drop it off, pick it up, then I put it right back in the closet. Like collar shirts, they hang up for you. So like. Right. It's perfect, Yeah. And then I found out I got a cleaning service. I got a housekeeper now.
Wow, dude.
I've changed.
But
it's like $50 like every 3 or 4 weeks, and so like they come and do spotless. As long as I keep the dishes, pretty well, and like they'll come fold, whatever clothes. Like because I'm on the road now too, so I'm in and out of bags, and so like they'll come neaten everything up and do the shower, and so like right when it's getting to the point where like I should clean up, I'll call them for $50. I can't beat it.
Wow.
And so I don't have to buy cleaning supplies. Like paper towels.
Is it like a hot, like?
They are not hot. He is It's a couple. It's like I think a husband and wife, and they just come like do. They come do.
That's hilarious, man.
Yeah, man. I think it's like my dad always taught me like time versus money.
Right.
And so like, what can you pay for that may, like I don't know, you probably gonna like cut this out, but like, so last week I'm in like Naples, basically. I'm in Marco Island, Florida, doing Off the Hook Comedy Club. And so I'm doing a little crowd work, and I asked the dude, I'm like, so what do you do? Very, very, a lot of rich people, a lot of wealthy people out there. So I'm like, so what do you do, man? He's like, and the dude just kind of gets me, he goes, and I'm like, oh, see, I said, like, oh, so now you see what this dude knows that what he does, I wouldn't understand, so he's not gonna waste his time on explaining something to me that I wouldn't get. Like, that's how much money he has.
Wow. That
like he knows he earns nothing.
Right.
He doesn't value in me knowing what he does for a living.
You gotta go ahead.
And the dude, I was like, eventually, like 10 minutes later, I'm like, yo, so what industry? He goes, precious metals. I go, oh, of course. He was completely right.
Precious metals.
I have no idea what the industry consists of.
Wow. Well, you had the slick back hair.
Dude, Tommy Bahama shirt. You know, like high shorts and like some Sperry's.
He had the blonde on his arm with the titties.
Yo, that's what he had. He had like a little young 35-year-old.
Every rich guy in Florida, well, like most of them, like they always get the blonde with the titties, man. Always.
And that's like his weekend chick.
Damn.
Like his wife is probably in Boston. Or like, you know.
Yeah.
Jersey, you know, like in the Hamptons or something. But like this is like his piece he brought her in from Miami. He shipped her in for the weekend.
He probably put her up in a condo.
You know, dude like that. He's like, baby, you ever had a lobster tail? Like, he just, you know, sprinkle some shrimp on that. She never had that. So
sprinkle some shrimp. All right, so Tone Bell, you're from Georgia, right?
I'm from Atlanta.
From Atlanta.
Career started in Dallas, but
in Dallas. Okay.
But I'm born
from ATL, man. And,
came to Georgia.
One time, me and Tone were talking. I can't remember what comedy club, but you were just telling me this amazing story. Basically, one of your homies owns Magic City.
Yeah, my best friend from high school.
The infamous strip club.
Yeah.
He owns that.
Yeah, it was his dad get kind of like passed down to his dad. It's like he's Magic, he's Little Magic.
Little
and Magic. So like literally like when I get off the plane, like I will go straight because usually that's where if I get off at night like that he works during the day and then he's make sure like everything is being managed right. And so at night if I get off the plane I'm like, all right, I know you there. It's close to the airport. I'm gonna stop by. And then I kick it.
Yeah, and you go to the strip club.
But it's so funny. It's like it was like even back in the day, it was like we'd have to. His dad would have to stop by, or his mom would have to stop by, and so we'd like run in real quick when we was like 14. And it's hard, and so we weren't going in. We like go through the back door, wait right here, don't touch anything. Y'all ain't supposed to be in here.
Right.
And I mean this is what 15 years ago, 16 years ago now.
Yeah.
I never remember I was like 14 and and the chick walks up to me. And of course, you walk, you gotta, your dick is hard walking into the club for what you think you're about to see. And it's hard because I think we had just come from basketball practice, so we have like shorts. And you can't hide your dick in hoop shorts. And so
you can't hide your dick in hoop shorts. That's a funny tweet right there. And
so, you know what I mean? It was like, chick, she was wearing purple lace, never forget it. And she walks up and I think it was Hurricane. And if you know Atlanta strictly, you know Hurricane, aka the natural disaster. I went to her retirement party years later, by the way, coming out of college. And but yeah, she walks by and she goes, "Hey, baby, how you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm fine." But I'm like, dick hard, 14 years old, not supposed to be in a strip club. And I was like, I hope they don't ask me to we gotta leave because now you start, when you get that. Mm-hmm. You get that boner that you're not supposed to have. You start think about nothing. When you think of, and it's like, but I've gone downstairs, being grown after he started took over the club and you go downstairs, you see all the girls and everything.
They changing
and one time you see the girls pray. They all stand in a circle, like the night shift had just come, so they switching out.
That's hilarious.
And so it's like six. I swear six of them they hold hands and they, because I guess recently I saw on World Star that some girl was on a pole and dropped and hurt herself, right? Yeah. So I guess you do have to
you gotta stay in
make sure God is on your side.
You gotta pray.
So they're like, oh, thank you. I was like, and so I mean it's just a bunch. I had a. I can't tell that story. I'm sorry. I don't get him in trouble. That's too
But strippers in a prayer circle.
Yeah. like all hoping that, like Lord, please let him make it rain tonight.
So Tone, we were just talking off camera, cause like this is low budget.
Anybody as long as you got there's lights in here, people. I don't know if you can
We got the lights, man.
There's lights.
I got the
nice backdrop.
I went on eBay. I was like, lights. This is what popped up, motherfucker. But like we were talking about my style of comedy. I'm more of an unfiltered type of comic, and I know a lot of people, like, I get messages all the time like, hey man, you should have said that, tone it down, this and that. But you know, at the end of the day, man, I feel like, yo, that's me. You know, like,
I think it's a good thing.
That's me, man. I want to have my own lane. You know, if I end up being like a Bill Burr type of guy, then I'm cool with that.
Yeah, like, and it takes so long for like you to be comfortable to not be apprehensive about what you want to say and how you want to say it. And I think your audience will find you because all right, so I'm doing Foxwoods Casino. Fox Hills, I think it's called Foxwoods up in Connecticut soon, and they call me and they go, hey, like we're trying to brand this late night Saturday show as like the dirty show, the nasty show. Are you comfortable with that? Because the rest of the comics gonna do some filthy material. You go filthy, and it's funny because I don't really do.
Right.
All my stuff is very like, it's very like clean. I got cursed, but that's about it. Like I don't ever, because I think people look at me and go, you can't talk like that.
Yeah.
But I think even when like I've met you like when we first pretty much got to LA.
Right.
Both of us were pretty much new to LA, and I love it, man. I love every second of it. I think you gotta go. You specifically, Mike Ron, has to be. I can't wait to see what's gonna come out of his mouth. Because that's how I feel about Patrice, that's how I feel about Bird, and I feel like, you know, like...
Yeah, and honestly, man, I feel like I'm not even the dirtiest guy. Like, you know, I know some comics who really go there. I just feel like maybe people don't expect some of the things I say, and it catches them off guard.
I think Twitter's helping you out now. I think ever since, remember the Twitter conversation we had?
Yeah, dude. I called this dude because I was getting so much... flack on Twitter just about stuff that I was saying, and like I get so many Facebook messages of people pissed off. I'm like, dude, you can unfriend me, you can unfollow me, but they don't do it.
It's like one of those things. Like you like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to listen to it, but you ever click on a clip on porn, or you watch some porn, and you're like, I should not watch this.
Yeah, exactly.
But then you finish it. You have to
get into it.
You're like, I cannot believe I can't unsee that.
Yeah.
But you gotta.
And the thing I noticed too about online is that I notice people, they rarely show love. Like Tone's one of the few people he actually shows love. Like this dude will retweet me, he'll click like on my shit, he'll like, yo, this is funny. But I noticed some people will they'll only give me feedback when something they don't like. You know, so all those other times I made them laugh, they chuckled in their house, nothing. I didn't get no reply. But when they don't like something, they comment and they let me know. And
since you've been going like really, because you've been going hard on Twitter like recently, and I'm enjoying it quite a bit. I used to be stingy with favoriting stuff. I'm like, you know what? I'm throwing out too many favorites. But now, I'm like, you know what? YOLO. Start favoriting stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? Let me show my friends that they're funny. You know, because I mean, we really just gotta hold each other up in this.
Definitely, man.
You know,
and it's fun, man. It's Twitter. You know, I don't take it seriously.
I'm not a good tweeter, so I don't tweet much, and that's why I pull back. You go and you went hard, and so but I don't think in 140, and so that's what's hard for me. But every now and then, I'll get on a tangent here and there, like if I'm in the airport or like if I got a subject. But it's rare. I don't really do too much with Twitter.
Yeah. So here you really love LA. You love.
Nah. I don't like. You know what? I think I've done a good job of like, cause I roll so by myself a lot. Like I'm really a loner when it comes to, because some people roll in groups and like.
Yeah, we're not clique type of comedians.
Yeah. But I mean, and so but you know what? I feel like I've been working my ass off since I like got here, and so I really haven't enjoyed the city.
Right.
So I really don't know what it has to offer me. Like I take a lot of meetings, and like I've been to the beach once.
Yeah.
And that just happened like 2 months ago. Like I haven't been to the beach.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. I was like, you know what? Like, it took me to I was like, yo, when I book something that I'm really proud of, then I'm gonna go to the beach. And like, so the NBC thing was cool. The diversity competition was cool, and then like the Whitney thing was cool, but it was like, I know the diversity thing kind of helped with. I know it wasn't the end all be all, but it was like it was definitely influential in it. And so then Whitney put me on a talk show, and that was cool. But then I just booked a Fox pilot that was all me. I felt like they booked me off of like stand up, and the dude like ripped this audition, and like, dude, they offered it to me. I didn't even test for it.
Wow.
And so it was like, all right, I gotta go to the beach now. You know what I mean?
I gotta go to the beach.
And so it was like I was saving up like that experience on like you don't deserve to relax yet.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like when I get there, like when I feel like, and there's other things that I want to do. So I have like a list of like this goal. I can't have this much fun unless this goal is accomplished yet. And so it keeps me like my sights in focus.
Have you ever had? I was talking to Raina, who did the show a week or two ago, and I asked her like, have you ever had that Hollywood wake up call moment where it hits you like, oh shit, this is Hollywood, it's real. Meaning like for her experience, she went to an audition and the casting lady was like, no, this isn't gonna work. Listen, we need, it was like, man, she just felt so like shocked by her.
Here's the well, even with that, like Raina is you said Raina, right?
Yeah,
Ramaya, yeah. So like Raina is she was voicing characters. I don't do that. So like coming in that you hiring me. so the lines are different. I don't do characters. That's why like in sketches I'm just myself. I don't go outside like you take the name changes and the wardrobe changes. Yeah. But I'm completely me. So I haven't had that really. I've had them go slow it down, speed it up, make this bigger, bring it down, but like nothing like character driven.
Right. Well, that's cool that you get to be yourself.
Yeah, but I did have this experience where like it's like I'm the Fox pilot, and it messed my head. I got my own head about one scene. So it's a conference table scene, and this is when I really learned that single camera is different than multi-camera. So you're doing it for a lot. So the audience, you got 4 cameras on you. And you do it 3 times, and you rehearse all week so you can get it right. And then we move it on to the next, move on to the next thing. This one is like, okay, so got all your shots. Now we go over the shoulder here for them. Now the 2 shot here, and so it takes like this one conversation. There's like 7 people in the scene. It takes like, hours to get this right. Wow. And so I was like 6 out of 7, and now the sun is directly on my back. Well, that's what they timed it out to. We're in like a law office, and the sun's directly on my back. And they changing up the lines just a little bit, and then I get like in my head about, am I delivering this right? Like this joke ain't hitting, but I'm used to multi-camera where I hear the laugh, and now I'm thinking I'm fucking up because everybody has to be quiet. And now I'm like, the joke wasn't funny. And they're like, stay in. And so like, I'm learning from it. And so the director, pulled me to the side, and it was a real bad day for me. And so I took it hard, and it was like, man, am I gonna get fired off this job? Because you hear about this, you hear like you read deadline, you hear so and so got fired off a project, and you're like, oh, this ain't no joke. I'm wasting money. You know what I mean? Somebody's funding this. This is millions of dollars, and everybody's looking at me right now. Yeah. And then the next couple of days, like I just had to revamp and like get out of my head, and then it went great. But
it was always a fear of mine, and I don't know, you can attest to this, but. In my mind, I always thought like, man, it must be hard learning all those lines once you get a show, because it's like things get constantly rewritten, right? And
absolutely.
So like, was it a challenge to learn all those lines, or did you get the freedom of improv? And
you know what? Like this one is not. Both shows that I've done have not. I haven't had like crazy amounts of dialogue. Okay. But with Whitney, it was like. You get the whole week. You get basically the weekend. You get like 5-6 days to really get it right. Okay. And so it's not horrible. Plus, I mean, it's scene to scene, so it's not like one scene is 30 minutes. So it changes. Plus, it makes sense. It's about reacting. So you're listening more than you're also talking. Right. And so, but the single camera is like, I don't know, man. No. To answer your question, no. It's not as hard, because I did a lot of theater. That was way more difficult. Yeah. But you're rehearsing for months before you actually put the show on.
They give you room to improv though, or you pretty much have to just stay on the script.
The new show, I have a little more room to like, do my freak it how I want to. Yeah. Whereas Whitney, not so much. Every now and then, like we'll get a take where they're like, yo, just throw out a line if you want to try something, but not really.
You feel like the beard helps you, or like have producers like, yeah, do you mind shaving?
They know going in, I won't shave.
Not now. You're not gonna shave.
No, not like it's like watching Zach Galifianakis. Like I will, like for that one movie they had to pay him, or it's like Halle Berry showing the titties. Like I'm not. You don't have to pay me to do that. And so right now it's like, but it sets me apart a little different. Right. I don't know if you know this, but a lot of niggas are doing But it's like, I was wondering if you were gonna ask me that on the way over here actually. But I think the funniest piece is like, just like the comment I made off camera, like nothing. nothing great happens out of routine, and so everybody looks the same. So you're almost like like nobody has a full, you know, people have like the Fox Shadow or the very Boris Kojo chiseled, you know, look,
chiseled,
or like Omari Hardwick or whatever. But nobody has like a kind of like funky, like long or whatever. And even this new pilot, they just like take the length out, keep the beard, take the length out. But it's like it makes me different enough to say, okay, well, I may not be the funniest dude, and I may not, but the look, it helped me too. Definitely. And so I think it's one, you know, you don't do what's you know, status quo. But people always think like, oh, you got to be beautiful in Hollywood. Like Will Ferrell is a funny little dude. And he's a star. He's
a star, man.
You know, so
it's not about that. It's at least with men, really.
Women have
another. You know,
it's like
it seems like women either got to be slim and really cute or pretty, or you got to be fat and goofy.
And that's
like it ain't no middle ground.
And you better wait to trim that fat. Like, you make all your money while you're fat, and then produce after that, because once you get skinny, it ain't a whole lot of work out there.
It ain't a whole lot, man. Tone, I appreciate you doing the Bond Complex, man.
Oh man, I appreciate it.
So where can people check you out at?
You know what? My website is toneisfunny.com, which actually got the highest like amount of hits that I've ever gotten last week, because I did the Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson, man. So like my first time doing stand up on TV, and so toneisfunny.com. At Tone Bell is my Twitter.
That's Twitter. So check him out, man. Funny guy. Be on the lookout for future projects.
Likewise.
Bond Complex. We out. That was good. Thanks, son.
Yeah, man.
What it is, ho? What's up? Can a nigga get in